Hello everybody, my name is Relic, and I'm going to show you my build here in Hydroneer. I'm going to go ahead and sleep first real quick. Sleep underground real quick. Alright guys, so let me fix this real quick. Always something breaking, right? Alright, that should be good. Everything else looks good, right? Right. My crystal's still in there. My crystals are still in there. Got all my crystals in there. Okay, good. Yeah, all of them. Alright, so I like to do gravity-fed drills. As you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, they're all about gravity-fed and how it works. And this new update definitely almost broke gravity drills for me. I found it very hard to get it to work properly, and I've only gotten it to work 2 high. I know for a fact I can make it work 3 high. It's going to take some tweaking, and it's going to have to go really high up just to get 3 drills on the same harvester. So, and I was doing 20 drills on the same harvester before, so obviously it has changed. It has changed a lot, so much so that it's hard to get it to work properly. But yeah, 4 drills down low, 4 drills up high, 2 harvesters. So are already a lot less efficient and way less efficient with piping. And the reason behind that is because these only shoot 1 block forward and go almost straight down. So you have to go up really high just to get that forward momentum to carry it past this drill. So yeah, before I used to place the other drill right here, and it would shoot over top of it and into a harvester. But now it doesn't. So that's pretty much this setup. And yeah. It works really good. It has 0 fails. I have not had it fail 1 time. So it runs until it breaks. Run it till you break it, right? I also want to cover a little thing. This is dirt, not cloudium. I have tested it. I've had a lot of people tell me, why don't you just turn that to the cloudium thing and it'll come out here? No. If you put this to dirt, your cloudium is still going to come out the end because it is dirt, not cloudium. Sorry guys. It might he's probably going to change it, or add in a cloudium thing, but this is dirt. It has always been dirt, and it still is dirt. So, what kind of yield are you going to get from this? With the gold, I was getting close to like 60, 70,000 for a half hour. So you get tons and tons of money, enough to set you up for whatever else you want to do for the rest of the game. Doesn't matter. You'll have infinite money. The slowest progression that I've seen so far is probably the cloudium, and that is only due to the fact that it is a 1% yield rate, and it just comes so slowly unless you have multiple setups or even more drills. I luckily do have more than 1 setup going at the moment. Let me make sure nothing's breaking before I dive down here. Alright, looks alright. So we're going to go down and we're going to check out my my Goliath drill setup. And yeah, this setup is working quite wonderfully. It does have its problems, so I'm going to go over its problems first. Look at that clump of minerals. And then it all just separates here and goes into its respected smelters. I got some of my test runs over there. It's just small bars that were, you know, in the way. So the biggest problems with the D.A.V.I.D and Goliath, the way it works is that, the way I have this working, is that when there's nothing, okay, when there's nothing under this, it should retract. It should not stay right there. Like, it won't move, you know what I mean? It's not moving. And it's not doing anything, so it should be retracting, correct? I think so. That would fix all my problems. But since it doesn't retract, the dirt cannot pass through this from the D.A.V.I.D. So the problem with this setup is that you actually have to get the drill arm extended to where you can just barely see the edge of the drill from a block below. So now when this D.A.V.I.D shoots, it actually just barely makes a clump underneath it, This drill will then drill it, and then once it's done drilling, it won't extend because it drills the whole, like the entirety of the dirt below it. So it'll stay right there. This is the only way that I have got it working from the side. I don't know how to make it work anymore, because then the drill, if you let the drill arm extend any further down, then it blocks the dirt completely and you get 0 clumps of dirt underneath your drill, and your drill will not activate anymore, and it will just sit there and be broken. This current setup requires the David to shoot 2 balls of dirt before it'll reactivate, which is inefficient and not fun. So if it were to retract, it would fix the entire problem. If this drill arm would just retract when it can't find dirt, regardless if it's at its maximum extension or not, that would fix all of my problems. It takes about 15-20 minutes just to get these drills working properly before I can even run it. So that is a huge problem. It is a huge problem. I don't like it, but it is working. I know I say that, and then you look up here and all this dirt is clumped up, but this dirt is no clip, so when this machine shoots or this machine shoots, it'll actually still go in the harvester and get processed. And to clean up, it's not that bad either, because I've kind of, figured out a way to do it. Obviously, you got to clear at least one of these out before you do it. But yep, you can pick it up right through the windows and then drop it right through the window. And on another side note, sometimes this makes the crystals get stuck because there's so many of them, but yeah, you can pick it up from the other side and place just like so. And yeah, you actually get a lot of resources doing this. It's not optimal, like I said, it is not optimal yet, but it is getting closer and closer, and maybe somebody that watches this will have an idea that will work. And yeah, I have a lot of things that I still need to test myself, but it is what it is, and this is just the current state of the game, and I think it's only going to get better from here. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to Max for putting in all the effort to get this update out to us as fast as possible. And I just love your game. It's one of the best games I've ever played. What else do I want to talk about before I end this video? Because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. The D.A.V.I.Ds. So another misconception that I've seen people kind of going through. I've seen a lot of people taking the D.A.V.I.Ds, placing it at bedrock, and then shooting the dirt up to surface level Goliath drills to then dig and spit out the minerals up there. There's a problem with this, because the D.A.V.I.D is not shooting out dirt clumps like the things that get stuck in here. It is shooting out pure dirt, okay? So if you take this, and plus the D.A.V.I.D isn't taking the dirt from anywhere, it's actually just generating the dirt inside of it, and it doesn't use surrounding dirt to do so. It just creates dirt. So wherever this dirt ball lands is going to determine where and how big the minerals are that come out of it. So if you shoot this dirt ball up to the surface and underneath a Goliath drill, it is going to give you surface level minerals for that Goliath drill. If you take this and shoot it sideways like I am, and it's only 1 block above bedrock, you're going to get pretty much bedrock minerals. That is what most people have trouble understanding, is that this isn't a dirt thing that you can pick up. It's not shooting out dirt chunks, it's just shooting out dirt that is being created in thin air inside this machine from this crystal bar. It doesn't need dirt around it. It can be in the middle of the air and still work perfectly fine. So yeah, that's a huge misconception that I see a lot of people struggling with, and they get aggravated once they've finished their whole setup and then realize that they might as well have just used a ram drill because they're on the surface, and ram drills are just faster and more efficient at producing surface level minerals. This is for deep underground mining, in my opinion. So if you were to take the D.A.V.I.D and put it on the surface and shoot it all the way down to the ground down here, and then that dirt clump, that dirt meatball lands right here, and then you were to dig up that dirt and pan it like you would normally, or drill it, put a drill over it and drill it, it will give you bedrock minerals, even though the dirt was started up there. It just depends on where the dirt lands. Okay? So that's pretty much how it works. And I know a lot of people think otherwise, but I have tested every different placement of these things, and it is easier to place this underneath the Goliath, and it does work way better, especially if you place the David 6 blocks below the Goliath's underneath. So right here, if you were to measure 6 blocks, so this would be 1 and then 2, and go all the way down like that. Sorry. It's my nephew. He's knocking on the door. I'm gonna have to go soon. Okay, so if you just do that, and yeah, I think I made my point anyways, because I kind of forgot what I was talking about since he knocked on the door so loud. But anyways, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope this kind of you learned something from it. Maybe you can use just some of the information I gave you to fix some of your builds. And yeah, have a good day, guys.